Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope your week is going well. A special shout out to my new subscribers. I want to make sure that you're acknowledged. I see you. Thank you so much for choosing this channel to subscribe to. I appreciate that. And as always, hello to those that have been following along in the journey. So today is a special day. I am super excited for this. I have had this particular item that I am going to unbox and review for, oh my gosh, I think over a year. It's just been sitting here in my craft room. Haven't had the time to open it, but today is the day. So if you're thinking about buying this particular item or a little curious about it, this is going to be the video for you, because today I'm going to unbox my Sentro knitting machine. So there she is. So again, if you've been thinking about buying this machine, this is the video for you. I'm going to open it up, see what all the contents are inside, and after that I'm going to make a beanie with the machine and let you know what my experience was, ease of use, things like that. So without further ado, let me go over to my tutorial table, open this girl up here, and see what's inside. All right, so I opened up the box, and of course you have your machine here that they give you. They give you 4 little balls of yarn here. Looks like it's a medium 4-weight yarn. Then you have to attach on your own. These are the legs here. They give you a little mini screwdriver to do that. And they give you some plastic needles here. And this looks like a mini crochet hook. So I'm assuming this is for picking up the stitches once you need to cast off. So I'm assuming that's what these are for. So I'm going to put the legs on here. Hopefully it's not too difficult to do. And then come back after I've cast it on so you can see what that looks like and see what my progress is going forward. All right, so I'm ready to start. Everything's put together. Very easy to do and putting it together. The legs were super simple to put on. We have these little suction things at the bottom right here so that it stabilizes the machine as you're cranking around. You have your row counter here. So to start my project, I am going to start with Heartland yarn from Lion brand. I caked it up, so I hope that's not going to be a mistake, because when I watched tutorials, it wasn't caked up like this, but it was kind of like a habit of mine to do. So I hope this winds up well and it doesn't catch or snag. So I'll let you guys know if caking it up works. So here we go. We are going to give this a try. So wish me luck, guys. You're on this journey with me. So once I get the yarn casted on here and I get the hang of going around, I'm going to check back in with you guys and let you know what my experience is with using the machine. So, all right, guys, quick project check-in. So I've finally got it to get going here. Full transparency, it was a little rough getting started. Now, I don't think it was due to the machine. I think it was just due to user error. This is new. I had some issues with casting on, but once I got the flow of it, it was easy to do. There are definitely some issues, but I'm not too worried about it. This is my first go around at it, so I expected, there to be some issues. So definitely at the beginning, I have some, if I could find it, where is it here? At the beginning, I have some drop stitches here, if you can see that here. So that's one of the issues. Don't know what I did wrong, but again, that's okay. This is the first hat, so It is what it is. And something happened here. I don't know what happened, but I'm just going to keep going with it. So I'm at row 49. I need 130 rows. The row counter is working fine. One thing that I'm going to have to figure out is, one, why did the stitches drop off? So I got to figure that out. And two, how to stabilize the machine so that I don't have to hold on to it as I'm going around and around. So got to figure those things out. But for the first time using it, no big complaints to me. I just set my expectations. I knew that I was going to make some mistakes, so I'm not really, too worried about that. So I'm going to check in again with you once I get to the end and cast off and let you know how I fared off from there. All right, guys, so here she is. This is the finished product for our beanie that we made on the Sentro. So I'm impressed. Even with the mistakes, the drop stitches, and that hole that I showed you, if you double it like I did here, now there are still some mistakes, like, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look bad for the first attempt. So I'm not mad at this at all. So I enjoyed using the machine. It's very user friendly once you get the hang of it. I kind of stumbled through the cast on process, but again, that's to be expected. If you're new at something, you're not going to get it on the first shot. So, but the casting off was super easy, and I will put in the description below the tutorial that I followed. She did an excellent job walking you through everything that you need to do. So let's talk about the yarn. So to recap, I use Heartland Lion Brand yarn. It's a medium full weight. It comes in a 5-ounce skein. So at the end of this project, after 130 rows, I have 1.2 ounces. So this is how much I have left. So this is a good amount if I want to do like a two-tone type deal. I could use that, or I have it to use for something else. So that is a plus. Now this is the adult size. I tried it on my head. The circumference of my head is, I want to say 21.5 inches around. So that gives you a little bit of frame of reference for the hat size. So this is the adult size. So what else can I tell you? As for the needles that came with the machine, I did not use these plastic needles. I just thought that it would be a little bit too cumbersome and hard to get the stitches off when I needed to cast off. So I used my regular, I guess these are metal darning needles. What I will say is I am going to invest in the ones that have the curve, the darning needles, because I think that would pick up the stitches even better. So that's something to consider if you plan on purchasing this machine. But other than that, I think it's a great investment. Will I use it all the time in opposed to knitting, hand wise? No, I can't say that. But if you want to crank out something fast, this only took me about, and I took breaks to go do other things and things like that. If I were working on it at a steady pace, I think this could take you like less than an hour once you really know what you're doing. And I was cranking it by hand. Now, I have seen some other makers use, I believe it was a screwdriver. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And she has some attachment that attached to the actual crank, so that she could just press the screwdriver and it would crank automatically via the via the screwdriver. So that would be something that I would invest in down the line, because my shoulder did, to be transparent, did start to hurt after towards the end. So something to think about if you do have some shoulder type issues. Something to consider. I don't want to deter you from getting it, but that is definitely something to consider, because you're winding, going, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But if you want to be, and the person that does the tutorial, she shows you the device that I'm talking about. Just, get that, and I think you'll be fine. So I liked it. I liked the experience. I would definitely recommend it to others if you're considering it. I'll put my link, Amazon link, in the description. I do get a small commission from that. No pressure to buy it from that link at all. If you find it somewhere else cheaper, then by all means go for it. But just something to consider that does help the channel out if you do want to go that route and use my link. So just something to note. But this is how she looks. Super warm. These are great. Fast to do if you want to like do a donation hat or you want to make hats for your family. You can make them quick, fast, in a hurry with this. This is doubled, so it is super warm. So if you're like myself, a New Englander that is in a colder climate, then making hats like this do definitely come in handy. So this is one side. I'll turn it over. And just some slight mistakes here. Maybe I'm being a little critical, but for my first attempt, not too bad. You don't even really see, really, like when I showed you on the machine, the huge drop stitches and the big hole that I had in there. You really don't see it. So, I'm definitely going to use it again. I'm very impressed. It wasn't that expensive. I wish I wasn't so intimidated by it and opened it sooner, because I definitely will be using it again. So, if you have a Sentro knitting machine, let me know in the comments. What's your experience? What do you like about it? What yarns have you found work with the machine? Because I want to try out some different yarns to see what will work, and not just this Lion brand yarn. I want to try some different things, and let me know what you've made. So that's my synopsis of it. I would give it, if I had to rate out of 10, I would give it a 8 out of 10. That is my rating. I enjoyed using it, but definitely let me know in the comments. Also, consider liking the video if you found value in it, and I would love to have you as part of the community. So if you would like that, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified as to when other videos come out. So that's my humble review. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you on the next video. Happy knitting, guys.